Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally cut off my video because I was trying to get an ant off of my computer. But where I was standing, where I left off was yes, I had asked if Asia was being molested by someone in the home. I got yes. And this was a secret within the home, a facade though. Um, um, I know that the dad supposedly went to work that night, got off around midnight-ish, came home. Um, but I don't know if he was telling the truth about going to work, when he went to work. I don't know if that's been verified by the police, if he was telling the truth. Mm-mm. Fighting, truth revealed to the mother, secret coming out and being passive, regretted because her daughter is dead. Okay, there's some lies, fallacies, um, half truths about what happened that night concerning the father going to work. Him and the mom argued that night, I believe, either prior to her disappearing or after she disappeared. I think that the mother may have confronted the dad and they argued because she knew that he was lying. It's just flip out. Let me clarify this. Okay. At this point, y'all are together because y'all both know. And it's just like, you know that you, oh my goodness. How can I say this? I don't, it's like you had suspicions, but like you didn't really believe it until this happened with Asia. But at this point, you made the decision to just continue to turn a blind eye. Um, but they know. I'm just gonna say it like this because it's in my gut. They know that she is not alive. She knows that they both know that Asia is not alive. I'm so sorry for saying this because I know that the parents have been cleared, but I wonder if the FBI really cleared them or if they just said that they cleared them so that they can continue to watch them until they slip up. Yes. I feel like I almost feel like the police. Um, hmm, hmm. I don't know if the police is fully sold on the parents. Um, hmm. I think I'm right. Okay. I think that the police are waiting on some kind of hard evidence, some kind of concrete evidence. I think that they are playing mind games with with the family, or holding back what they truly know and what they truly believe to be truth is that she's dead, and there is some toxic shit going on, um, in the family. I think that they think that the three people in that house know. So I believe that them saying that the family is not a suspect, or the parents aren't suspects, they've been cleared, is kind of their way of hoping that the family feels confident enough with the fact that they're not suspects to slip up. Because I don't think that they believe that Aisha, or I do think that they believe that Aisha was in a vehicle with someone she loved. Mm. On the day that she died, her ascendant was in Gemini, meaning herself was in a vehicle. So you know what I think? I think that when the dad went out to go to the store to get Valentine's Day candy, I believe that Asia was in that vehicle with him, which is why the dogs couldn't pick up her scent beyond the house. Okay? Um, um, this death card keeps coming up. Some kind of conflict. You see this? Conflict and death. Okay. So I'm going to ask one more question and then I'm going to wrap this up because I think I got the picture clear. Asia, were you in a car with your father that night? Or whomever is your father figure? Daddy. Like I heard in my dream, Daddy. Were you in a car with your father? Or did you really leave in the middle of a storm? Um, like it was reported that this 9-year-old girl left her home, packed up her bags in the middle of a storm because she wanted to run away. Were you really in a car with your father that night? This flew out. It's a card of regret. Loss, regret, sorrow, or trying to get over loss, regret, and sorrow. But I'm getting mother cards here. I'm so confused. And on here, yes, truth. Okay. Were you in a car with your mother that night and not your father? I don't know if I want to ask that either. Somebody from church. I'm so confused. But I got this card. Here's my car card, my chariot. A lot of pentacle cards. Who is a air sign male? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, male. Offered you something, gave you something, you shouldn't have took it. This is strange because like, I'm getting, I'm getting like two storylines. I'm getting something that has to do with church and then something that has to do with home. And I can't quite figure out how they blend. Um, okay, was somebody at the church involved in any way in your disappearance or in any activities that may have hurt you? Anyone from the church involved, Asia? Anyone from the church involved? Like physically involved? Anyone from the church? No. Um, Here's my chariot card. So maybe it, and then the family card. All right, because I keep seeing the same card, so I don't know how the church falls into this, but I'm just going to say because father, family, father, family, home, unstable home, because it's in reverse, because of the devil card, the stress card. Y'all see what that is? All right. On the bottom of the deck, justice, truth. So I'm just going to say this. A should agree. To summarize it, I believe was being molested by someone in her home, most likely her father or father figure. At some point, she was in a vehicle with someone from her home on the night that she disappeared, and she is not alive. Now, and her mother knows, but didn't do anything, didn't take any action. Whoever this King of Wands is gives me pervert, actually, because he's in reverse. Killed her. She wishes she could release these burdens and these secrets, but and I say she because the Empress card is here, right next to the Hangman again, as I clarified the Chariot. So, Mom, you know. You know. You know. And when I clarified this Moon card, which is a mother card and a secret card, admitting defeat, walking away from lies. Her lack of cooperation is why this case can't move forward. Once again, we have another situation where if the mother talks, if the mother decided to speak up, what she knows about this person, I don't know why this. Okay, so remember when I was saying that the first part of my dream, I didn't know if it had anything to do with the case? Well, the first part of my dream was this card standing over, hovering over the eighth house. Don't ask me how a card was hovering over the eighth house because that's just the way my dreams work. But it was this card hovering over the eighth house. The eighth house is a house of secrecy, death, sex, taboo things. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, male, or someone who has the ability to lie with a straight face. That is your perpetrator. That is your killer. And people don't want to see it, but they know because the moon here is intuition. The swords are truth. She's blindfolded, but she's choosing to be blindfolded. Drop the swords and take the blindfold off so you can see the truth. Police, I would like for you, if you haven't, to go back and ask some more questions. Have you talked to the father's employer and the father's co-workers to verify that he was at work that night and got off when he said he got off? Some ain't well within my soul. I feel like this reading is all over the place because I see something in my mind, but new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. A time for healing, a time to take action. It's time to release negativity. Asia, your confidence, your strong personality is what keeps your case alive. And it's also probably what got you in trouble because you weren't easily controlled and you were a liability because you might have told. I think you were going to tell. I think that that night something happened to you, and I think that you fought back this time because you were tired of it. I think that you may have mentioned something to one of your cousins or something at this slumber party that you were at. I think that people in the family suspected, but without concrete proof, and because of the way this case has gone, um, they are apprehensive about saying what they know because I don't think they are 100% fully on board with what they feel like they know. However, I believe that somebody, a friend of yours, a cousin of yours, I believe that you said something to them about what was going on with you at home, and there was an argument about it, either between your parents or between you two. And you had to disappear because you were too uncontrollable. at this point because you start talking. And the family needed to uphold this image. Because even if they aren't wealthy, well connected, well to do um, members of society, like somebody in the public eye who would need this to not come out, in the Southern Baptist or Southern church community, these kind of secrets, will have you shunned in your community. And for some reason, your family needed to uphold this image. I just keep hearing upholding the image. Y'all, excuse me if I keep rubbing my nose, but I woke up last night and I was a little bit congested, so I don't know what's going on, but I stick by what I said, that there's some foolery in that house. And I believe that police are waiting on concrete evidence. And they are allowing the family to think that they have cleared them, but I don't think that they're fully cleared. Um, and the brother, I think, in one way or another, whether he was a victim of abuse of any kind or just a victim of the environment, I think that he's just as much of a victim as well. Because I feel, when I think about him, I feel pain, shame, guilt, regret. Pain, shame, guilt, and regret from O'Brien degree. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I wonder if she was even alive and well when she left the house. I remember seeing an article that said at 5:30 the mother got up to draw a bath for the kids, 5:30 a.m., and then at 6:45 is when she went to actually get them up. That's almost an hour later. The bath water is cold. I would imagine that if she got up at 5:45, start running the shower by 6 o'clock, the kids should be up, and one of them should be heading to the shower. I have to fact check that, but she wasn't safe in that house. And people knew. There were rumors, there were gossip, and I almost feel like somebody in the church knew, but of course, or suspected the dad. I don't know. I kept seeing church and I kept seeing family. And so I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. And pray for Asia.